Hi guys, BlazeThrough-Gaming here and welcome back to another Destiny Let's Play. So, we're now swiftly moving on to the 5th Rise of Iron mission, and we're just heading to the Iron Temple to see where we're supposed to go next. So yeah, let's see what they've got for us, and we'll do some more talking then.
Power reporting boundary closed on Winter's Servitor.
Means to fight Siva for lifetimes. What other secrets have they? I keep thinking about the Iron Lord's final descent into the Siva replication complex. We were so young, so confident in our victory. And yet we lost everything. Shiro's analyzed the Clovis Bray data. He found a way to temporarily disrupt the Splicer's control over Siva. One way or another, my long vigil is almost at its end. And I have you to thank. Let's finish it. Your light will guide you home. Trust in it.
Right, so that looks like we're going to go on to the final mission of Rise of Iron. So let's have a
I
look.
can still hear how the gunfire echoed in those halls. Hollow.
So yeah, we are heading into the final Rise of Iron level. It's not until you kind of play it all back that you realise that the Taken King and Rise of Iron is not much longer than the other two expansions, the Dark Below and the House of Wolves.
When the Splicers started fusing Siva into their systems, they created a massive network to control the nanotech. So, just like they took down our sensor grid, we're going to take down theirs. That should neutralize Siva long enough for you to enter the replication complex.
This is where my fellow Iron Lords sacrificed their lives. You must stop the flow of Siva now and forever. No matter the cost.
So yeah, when you play them as expansions after so much time away from story, it really does.
There are a lot of Splicers between you and that replication chamber, Guardian. Stay alert.
So yeah, when you play this from start of Vanilla Destiny all the way to this point, you have a sense of, yeah, there's quite a bit to do. But when you play it in the staggered stages. So you play it from the start all the way through, and then you get to another point, and then you're like, well,
The Splicers have built a fortress to protect the entrance to the complex. Short-sightedly, they decided to use the reactor in an old oil tanker as a power source. That's going to be our ticket.
I was trying to remember if there was something else other than this, all these, but I think that's pretty much it. But yeah, like I was saying, when you play these in your individual points and you say, so I don't know, you play vanilla, then you have a little bit of time, and then the Dark Below comes out, and you kind of go, right, 3 extra levels. So that was a little bit depressing. And then you wait some more months, and then you obviously get the House of Wolves, and then you play that, you complete it all within a couple of hours or a day or two, depending on how much time you've got, and you're like, okay, that was good, but still not a lot of content. Okay, you've expanded on the story a little bit, great. Oh, I've gone past it, haven't I? Oh, I'm on autopilot. I've gone past it the wrong way. There we go. Just talking now. Just talking, didn't even realise. Just going straight for the facility then. That's the wrong facility though, that's the problem. Ah, he's up there. Oh, check me out. I was going straight to the Archon's Forge. Don't need to go there. So then obviously then you've done that expansion and you wait for more. Wait a bit longer and then obviously you get the Taken King. And the Taken King really did change things up. Really did change the way the dynamics. I know they changed quite a bit of the operating system and how it all works and the scanning and things like that. So I know that changed
Picking up a
for
strong energy
a lot of
signature
things.
nearby.
That'll be the reactor. Swapping the fusion cell should knock out the network for a few minutes. Defenses, replication, everything.
Well, that was good. Oh, he died after all. Cool. So then obviously the Taken King changed up a lot of things and made the story a little bit longer. And then you wait for some time and then Rise of Iron. And obviously you think Iron Banner, obviously Lord Saladin used to run the Iron Banner before it was Lady Effidy. So now obviously that expectations. And then so when you play it all as a single point, I think your expectations are a little bit kind of like, oh, okay, well, that's disappointing. That's how I felt because I was playing them in the little snippets and little bits because it wasn't until I jumped away for a little bit.
Okay, pull the fusion cell and switch it with its
And I would come back to play the expansions and nothing more, and that was it. And I was always a little bit kind of like, oh, okay, I've come back to that. There's no point in jumping back in the game, blah blah blah. And then obviously more details came out of Destiny 2, and I was just like, is this gonna be more of the same, or are we gonna change? Or are they gonna change it up a little bit? Should I even bother? And then obviously the whole D2 reveal came out, and you know what? I don't know what it was. I think I stood there in my kitchen and I had it on my phone. I was watching YouTube. I was watching the reveal live. I remember it was finished work. And I'd come home. I went, oh, that reveal keep advertising on my wall. Let's have a look at it. Okay. And then I had a look at it into it. And okay, let's see if Destiny 2 is going to be any good. I can't tell. So I started watching it, and then because I've always been a solo player. I mean, I occasionally play with friends. But that's that's only recently, and I've only started playing with friends recently. But then obviously matching my timing with their time is not always possible.
Tinkering with an unstable Golden Age reactor infested with SIVA. Child's play.
So that was never always possible. So then, like the likes of the raids, the content that's meant to kind of finalise the expansion.
Wow, that was fast.
I've never, even to this day, I've still not been able to do the raid.
Move, Guardian. The SIVA replication complex
And that's one thing
awaits.
I've always wanted to do, because
The
obviously
Iron Lord's original plan was to destroy the replicator in the SIVA chamber. Yolda's explosion apparently only damaged it. So when you reach the chamber, you will need to finish what she began.
That won't stop the Fallen from using the SIVA they already have.
There's more than one battle in a war.
So yeah, I mean, for me, I watched the reveal and I was like, oh, do I want to spend my money on this? I mean, I'm in the of that pre-ordering it for a long time at that stage. I was on the forums having a look on the Bungie site, just kind of reading and trying to get as much information as I could to kind of think, is it worth it? I enjoyed Destiny when I played it, but the story let it down a bit for me, and I feel like it should have been better. I'm like, well, I'm still hoping and holding out hope for it. I mean, they say Destiny 1, including all expansions, had 40 odd
Disrupting their hold on it is having some adverse
cutscenes.
I wouldn't celebrate too quickly.
40 odd, I think like 40 or 45 cutscenes for Destiny 1, including the expansions. And now they're saying vanilla Destiny 2 is going to have 50 or 55 cutscenes for it. I mean, and if going for that, for story basis alone, that's brilliant. I know they've been working. I know a team's been working on the expansion 1 that can be released winter of this year, of 2017, and that's going to be obviously the. From what we can see, the symbol, the artwork, should I say? The artwork shows us Osiris. So they've been working on that for some time now, and they're saying that that expansion is going to be just as key and as important as the main story of vanilla Destiny 2.
Reached the replication complex. The worst of Rasputin's defenses had already blanketed this entire area. Frames, constructs, some things I haven't seen before or since. They felt no pain, no fear.
All we've seen so far is fallen.
Let's get some superpower out there. I'll just waste it out now. Sweet. This is the Archon Forge, people, so yeah, if you're ever doing the Archon Forge in the patrol, there's a little control panel up there. You have to have a key, open up, the doors will open, and you'll be able to fight off a load of bad guys in here. But we're going to go down to the replication.
I think he was trying to communicate, but we did not understand.
How can you be so certain Rasputin won't get involved once we're inside?
The Vanguard still believe Rasputin to be simply a war mind. He hasn't been that for a very long time.
Come out in front of me, crazy fool. She's done. Alright. What are you going on? So yeah, I was very optimistic of wanting to jump back into it. So then I jumped back in. I watched the reveal of Destiny 2, and then jumped back, and then I kind of was like, hang on, I'm hooked. I want to see what's next. This is exciting news. Let's just play it out and let's see what happens. So I didn't pre-order at that time. I was like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna play it. And at this point, I hadn't started up my own YouTube channel. I'd thought about it a couple of times prior to all this. I'd really want to, but I didn't know what I was going to make. And originally I was playing a lot of the Division. I thought maybe I'll make Division content. But what do I cover? A lot of things have already been done. Division's slowing down, not much going on with that. Unless you die hard into it. And at the time I was very die hard into the Division. I love the Division, I think it's a very good game. It has its flaws, yes, I'm not disputing that. And obviously it's very similar in ways to Destiny. I know I played Destiny for years before I played it solidly all the way up to Taken King. Pre-ordered everything. I mean, I even pre-ordered Rise of Iron as well, because I thought, you know what, this could be interesting. I played them all, why not play this one? But I'm sidetracking a little bit. And so I sat there going, what do I do? Do I want to play Destiny 2, or are we going to end up having the same dramas as before? I mean, you look at Taken King. Taken King was a massive change, a massive turning around point for the Division. I really enjoyed it, and I didn't really understand Destiny to a whole great lot. It's not until recently that I've started to get more into it and take the time to actually
So when
listen
we
to
start
it
the
all
production
and
of
figure it all out.
because it'll be that easy. What about who's controlling it?
I have some leads on that. Fallen chatter about some crazy splicer priest who wants to play God. I'm kind of with Saladin now, though. Zealots can take a back seat until the heavy lifting is done.
So yeah, and then it was a bit of a hard one. So the Master Input was definitely a D2 reveal. I watched the I think I watched Arix's video on it, or as well afterwards. I mean, I started watching a lot of Arix's stuff because of the Division as well as Destiny. Same with like Skill Up. I mean, both of them are very informative when it comes around to good reviews and decision making on if you want to basically play these games or not. So I do listen to some of the things that you get out there to make my decisions as well, especially other YouTubers. So I kind of made a bit of a decision about it, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a go. I really want to. I enjoyed the first one as a whole, as a story, and I thought, you know what, whatever I do, I said I've wanted to do YouTube for a while. I enjoy the editing process. I mean, I've always done. I do all the snowboarding as well, so I always thought, you know what, I always edit all the videos I do when I go snowboarding and put tunes and cut them together or merge them and everything like that. So I used to do a lot of that with that. You might not be able to tell because my videos for YouTube aren't not spectacular, but it's probably down to the software that I use and my knowledge and understanding of it. Also, when I'm doing my home video ones, it's mostly GoPro editing software, mostly. Take that. Where's he go? Where's he go? I'm gonna slowly walk to you and hit you in the face. So I thought, do you know what, right? I want to get into Destiny again. I enjoyed it the first time round, and I'm sure I'll enjoy it the second time round. So I thought, I'll refresh my memory. Let's start again. But yeah, let's start again and
Why aren't there ever stairs?
do something with YouTube. So I've always said I wanted to give it a go. Why not give it a go? Give it a go now. So what do? I spent a bit of time
to Siva's dark heart, young wolf.
trying to find a name.
Be on your guard.
Took me a little bit longer than I expected, and I wanted. So it was actually my other half that came up with a name for me. She helped me out as much as she hates me playing games. So she helped me out with the name, and then obviously I had to find branding. I looked into the whole YouTube, what makes things good and makes people come in. Obviously, I might not be doing so well because not many people watch so far, but I am in the early stages. I don't do this because stupid twat. Right. So that's how I decided to get into a little bit of the YouTube on Destiny. But eventually I do want to do other games. Obviously I also watch the E3. I normally watch every year anyway, just get a glimpse of interesting stuff. I don't watch the whole lot. I watch tidbits of it, and I have done for years. And I watch this to kind of what's kind of new. And then I am a BioWare fan as well when it comes down to like the original Mass Effect. I didn't mind Andromeda. Okay, was it flawed? Yes. Could it have been better? Yes. But did I have fun? Yeah, I had fun. I got into it. I really enjoyed it. I thought then, you know what? I thought, do I want to start my YouTube channel? What am I doing? Mass Effect stuff, because at the time I was still thinking and creating the channel at that point, and I thought, you know what, this might be a good introduction as it's new and people will be watching it. And then it just took so long to get everything sorted with the YouTube channel. By the time I actually got it sorted,
I did what I could to protect their resting place, but I knew what would happen if someone found it. We were touched by the light. I didn't even know someone with the Traveler's Gift could die. Until they did.
so yeah, I
Find
thought,
the replicator and deactivate it. Only that will stop the flow of SIVA once and for all.
so I thought, do you know what, I'll use Mass Effect as my intro to YouTube, because I'm going to play it anyway, why not cover it? But by the time I actually got YouTube up and running, I was actually on to the final mission. Right. So this is the final mission for Destiny 1. And we can kind of see the remains of the Iron Lords from the original Iron Lords.
Those things on the ceiling. I'm detecting DNA. They're human.
Human? That's not possible.
I mean,
Entering self-destruct. What's happening?
No,
get the axe.
it can't be.
Top this one. Come on then. Come on, Siva.
It's using the Iron Lord's armor.
Ah, I thought it was going to be like a sword. Oh, minutes. Alright, let's run away. Let's get some more juice. Yeah, so you have to use these fires to charge up the axe. There we go. Oh yeah, more of you. Let's go top up. So yeah, that's how I decided I wanted to join on YouTube, and then at that point I also then decided, you know what, I want to get on the beta, I want to get some of this done to the beta as well. So I thought, you know what, YouTube channel, I'm going to start it all off in Destiny. Just Destiny for now, and then we'll work up and go over to everything else. So I will end up eventually, we'll... Right, let's get some more chopper, get more juice. Come on then. God damn you. So yeah, I thought, you know, that's how I wanted to get back into Destiny as well, and then ever since I decided I wanted to do more Destiny Let's Plays and do more game footage, I think of looking at games in a completely different light. Let's start. Where is he? Alright, let's go get more fire for this little bad boy. So I've been playing more and more Destiny, and the more I've played it, and obviously more I've done these Let's Plays and jumped more into the Iron Banner and everything like that as well, and actually properly embracing Destiny again. I've got a new stance, a new look at it. And when you play it all the way through from start to finish,
Young Wolf, finish this.
what am I gonna do? Oh, let's run.
We need to go. We need to go very fast.
Destroy the replication chamber of Siva. I'm just running through it. I'm out of my way. Go, don't worry about that. We're gonna stay out here anyway.
Well done, my young wolf. Siva is gone, and the Iron Lords are at peace. Return to the Iron Temple. You have earned your reward.
The Siva replicator is destroyed. We found this near it.
Thank you. She would be honored. My brothers and sisters, I will see you again. Someday. You've given them back to me. Approach. There was a time that only Iron Lords carried these blades. There are many like this in our armory, but this one is new. It is yours, young wolf. You are the first of a new generation. Take your place as an Iron Lord.
So guys, that... Oh, hang on, we got bits and bobs here. I will go around here. I was about to do my outro. Right, have a quick chat with 04. Probably butchering names.
Hello, Lord Guardian. I'd congratulate you for stopping the production of Siva, but we've still got some cleanup to do. I've been tracking down some more intel on the Fallen who is pulling Siva's strings. A zealot named Axis. You might have slowed him down for now, but when you're ready...
So yeah, after that obviously we get in the old kind of end game sort of quests and get things done that way. So
What mysteries bring
other than that, that's pretty much it,
I
guys.
once thought the story of the Iron Lords was finished, but it seems you have added a new chapter. The Iron Lords are reborn. Quite unexpected. There is something about you, Guardian.
Oh,
You
level
have
up
a
and all.
habit of being at the center of history. I will have to keep my eye on you. The Vanguard wants to maintain...
Oh, I see Zero again.
Apparently, the disgraced machine priest, Axis, has proclaimed himself the Devil's newest archon. He believes Siva is the path towards God.
So once you get to end game, obviously we got a lot of tasks and quests and stuff like that to do. So yeah, guys. I mean, that is pretty much it. I'm gonna go over to the edge here and get a nice little view of things quickly before I sign off. A good view. Yeah, let's do that. Let's sit with this wall fit, overlooking oil Russia. So guys, that is it, and that is it. That is literally the final mission. I'm not going to do the quests. I've got my other Titan, who you would have seen if you've watched any of my disgraceful PvP stuff. And anything that I will be doing soon will be with my small little fire team I tend to do the weekly stuff with. So with that said, guys, that is the end of Destiny 1. So that is Vanilla, the Dark Below, the House of Wolves, the Taken King, and also the Rise of Iron. So main game, 4 expansions, and that is it as a whole. As a whole game, if we say we didn't have these expansions, or if we didn't have these expansions, if we had it in the main game, is what I'm trying to say. We had it as a game that was at launch. This could have been a really good game. This would have been a really good game on launch, and then the expansions, the 4 expansions, would have grown on top we got. It's a little bit disappointing though that it took 3 years to get 4 expansions to make this a full game. A game that we should have had at launch. And I think that's what a lot of people disliked about Destiny the first time round. But yet we still play. And the reason that is because it's a lot of fun. There is things to be done, new things and everything like that to be done, and that's what drawn me back into the game. And that's what I've talked about majority of this and how I wanted to get into YouTube in the first place. So I'd like to say thank you very much for your time, and if you have watched this from the start, or if you are slightly in the future of this and Destiny 2 is out and you've seen my videos and you've enjoyed whatever content I'm going to do in the future, I hope can only get better. So if you are coming from Destiny 2 if it is out, then and you've come back to watch what the original was like and come through if you didn't play it, I hope you give you an insight or an idea of where we've come from. There is a lot more than what I've shown through the main story. I just wanted to show the main story and go through like that. If you wish for me to show you more, like more strikes and more of the weekly stuff, then I'm sure I can do that. I'll be able to do it with a fire team as well sometimes, and that's normally a good crack. So without any further ado, guys, thank you very much. Thank you very much for taking the time, if you have taken the time to watch all these. It's been a pleasure, and if no one has watched them, I'm talking to myself and I look like a crazy person. But anyway, that's neither here or there. It's not the reason why I do it. I do this for the fun of it and the fact that I enjoyed playing games and Destiny. So until next time, which will be some odd videos every now and then, but we will be jumping into Destiny 2, and you'll get my first time reaction as well, because it'll be the first time I'm playing it, and I will be recording the whole way through my experience playing it for the first time. This is like my 3rd or 4th time playing completely through Destiny, through all 4 expansions as well. So nothing's really new to me on this because I've played it so many times before. I know where majority of things are hidden, not everything. Otherwise I would have collected everything by now. But anyway, I've gone on long enough. We've sat next to this wolf long enough. He looks pretty angry that I'm sat with him anyway, or he's on guard. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for taking the time. Until next time, I have been BlazeThrough Gaming. Catch you all soon. Catch you in Destiny 2. Peace.